Hebrews 10 and 7. Then said I, Lo, I come in the volume of the book. It is written of me to do thy will, O God.
So he said it in the Old Testament and he said it in the New Testament. All right? And now this, I got it. This is in the Apocrypha, which is part of the original Bible that they took out, because the original 1611 King James Version had the Apocrypha in it. One of the reasons why they took it out was because they say the name of Yahweh Shai, even though they still switched it to Jesus, but it's still in here. All right? Before the New Testament. All right? This is 2nd Esdras, the 7th chapter, verse 26. Could you? 2nd Esdras, by your thumb.
2nd Esdras, 7th chapter, verse 26. Behold, the time shall come that these tokens which I have told thee shall come to pass.
So he said, as the time comes, all these things that he said is going to come to pass. All the signs he said is going to come to pass, which is starting to happen now. Go ahead.
And the bride shall appear.
And the bride is Yahweh Shai, the Messiah. All right, he's coming. Go ahead.
And she coming forth shall be seen.
And she's going to be seen in the ships of the Most High. They're going to come in and deliver us, man. They call them so-called UFOs. They call them so-called all kinds of things, but they're identifiable flying objects. They're the chariots of the Most High. Go ahead.
That now is withdrawn from the earth.
Right now, they've been withdrawn because we have been in wickedness and Most High was waiting for judgment. But now they're reproaching. They're coming back. Go ahead.
And whosoever is delivered from the foresaid evils shall see my wonder.
And the only ones who are supposed to be delivered, which is the 12 tribes of Israel, but the elect of them, the 1/3 and the 144, are going to be delivered. Go ahead.
For my son, Yahweh Shai, shall be revealed with those that be with him, and they that remain shall rejoice within 400 years.
He said it. My son, Yahweh Shai. Now, of course, they put it under Jesus, but everybody knows Zeus is not the real name. It's not Hebrew. All right? So read that again.
For my son, Yahweh Shai, shall be revealed with those that be with him, and they that remain shall rejoice within 400 years.
It said within around 400 years from the time that Ezra wrote this, that he was prophesying that Yahweh Shai is going to be revealed and come down and do more tokens and do more miracles and do the work of the Lord, which he did. Before it happened, before the New Testament, they said him by name. That's why they took this book right out the Bible. Said, you know what? Take that out. It says give too much information. They also told how the Latinos came over here and the Native American Indians came over here and how those are Hebrew Israelites as well. It also said that white people ain't nothing but spit. Give it. As a matter of fact, go flip a page back. That's on the previous chapter.
The caveman.
That's what they are. The cavemen. And that's in Job, man. That's in Job. Go ahead, brother.
This is 2nd Esdras, chapter 6, verse 56. Well, I started verse 55. All this have I spoken before thee, O Yahweh, because thou madest the world for our sakes. As for the other people, which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing.
All them little white man, China man, Arab man, they nothing, man.
But be like unto spittle.
But be like unto what?
Spittle.
Excuse me?
Be like unto spittle.
Ain't nothing like spit. All right, go ahead.
And has likened the abundance of them.
Walk and spit, right they go walk and spit right there. Walk and spit. Oh, there goes some more walk and spit right there. You know what I'm saying? This is the scriptures, man. Now, what did these people do for our people? What did the Chinese people do for our people? All right? What's white man done for you? 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 Nothing. That's what we're talking about. Go ahead. Steal, kill, lie. That's right. Go ahead.
Since thou hast said they are nothing but be like as a spittle, and has likened the abundance of them into a drop that falleth from a vessel.
Now you put a drop in a bucket. Do you care about that drop? All right, go ahead.
And now, O Yahweh, behold, these heathen which have ever been reputed as nothing.
He said these heathens have been ever reputed, have a reputation as being nothing. But what?
Have begun to be lords over us.
Now begun to be lords over us. So who do we got to go to for judgment right now? Who do we go to for who sits on a judgment seat in a black robe, you know what I'm saying, Saturnalius robe, telling you that you done good or bad? All right? Who's in these motherfucking blue and white fucking cop cars with sirens pulling your ass over every 5 minutes? All right? Go ahead.
And to devour us.
And they've been devouring us. Just, I mean, who been worked our ass off for pennies, man? Yeah. For food, man. Yeah. I mean, can any of y'all just take a day off and y'all be able to survive without no food by yourself?
Hell no.
They devour us. They make us pay tax. We taxed on everything. Taxed on water. Taxed on air. Taxed on clothes, food, housing.
You gotta pay money to get your own money.
Right, you gotta pay money to get your own money.
Right.
Come on, brother.
You gotta pay to pay.
You get taxed on my cable bill. I was looking at my taxes. You get taxed for a amusement tax. So just to watch TV,
just to get amusement.
Just to get amusement.
Hold on. To pay your bill.
Oh.
You get taxed to pay your bill.
What? I gotta pay to pay my bill?
You have to pay your bill.
And don't be late, because there's a late fee on top of the tax to pay your bill.
That's a serious
and then don't let your account get suspended, because then to reactivate you got to pay that fee plus all those other fees.
You got something?
No, I just remember, man, when I was in the Marine Corps, I remember this Edomite wrote up on the board. We were in a security class, and he wrote up on the chalkboard that if we get paid with taxpayers' dollars, why do they tax our checks?
That's right.
And nobody was ever able to answer that question. Right. I remember the officer came into the room and looked on the board. He's like, "Oh, very funny. You know, like who wrote this?" But it's true. If you being paid with a taxpayer's dollar, if my check is taxes that was paid, then how you gonna tax the dollars you just paid me when they were taxed already?
They lock you up, you don't pay tax?
So right. So it's unfair checks and balances, man.
You know, that's not even a law saying you gotta pay.
Exactly. That's right.
Bro, you know how many people are aware of what you just said? Very few. Very few. It's true. It was not that law. That was the 16th Amendment.
That's right.
It was never ratified. It never was.
That's right.
And so it's so basically it's illegal to tax someone when it comes to earnings. When it comes to wages.
Right.
Not earnings. Earnings is like these big corporations. They get earnings. But if you punch a clock and you check in and then you punch a clock to leave,
that's right.
to document the hours that you worked, then that's wages. That's
right.
not earnings.
That's right.
Earnings is something like Sears.
That's right.
You know, or PNC Bank, Quiznos. Those places like that get earnings, profits.
That's right.
Those are taxable. But you do 8 hours on the job, it's against the law to tax you for that.
And according to the Bible, you're supposed to get paid right after you finish that 8 hour shift.
Every damn day.
Every day.
And it's silver and gold, not some paper money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what were you at?
I was at verse 58.
Go ahead.
But we, thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn, thy only begotten, and thy fervent lover, are given into their hands.
So we're giving it to their hands. We started that with Jeremiah 17:4. We're sold over into their hands. The Most High did this because of our wickedness, man. Go ahead.
If the world now be made for our sake,
But it was made for our sakes.
why do we not possess an inheritance with the world?
So where's our land? Where's our inheritance? Are people in China living in China?
Yeah.
Are the people in Hungary living in Hungary? Wait, so everybody got their own place, they got their inheritance, but what we leaving to each other? Now you get let a nigga die, and everybody fighting for $10,000 left in some insurance policy.
Pretty much.
You know what I'm saying? And you got a whole breakup of a family because they all want a piece of the pie that they gonna spend in 2 weeks.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? And you're right, for some niggas a day. They'll sit there and buy them they get a $10,000 check and they'll buy them a $7,000 car, can't even pay the taxes and insurance and shit on it. And then you know what I'm saying?
That's it.
Man. Sit up. Oh man, we backwards, man. Go ahead, brother.
How long shall this endure?
How long shall this happen? And we got to go through this. That's why they took this right out the Bible, man. I mean, man.
Verse 8. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born.
What chapter you in?
Oh, I'm still in verse 6. I said verse 8.
Okay.
2nd Ezra, chapter 6, verse 8. Because he asked the question, how long will this endure?
Okay, how long will this endure? All right, come on, brother.
He said, well, I'm beside verse 7 then. It says, then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of times? And when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows.
Right. This world right here is Esau's world, and we're going to get, Jacob is going to be the beginning of what follows this world. This got to come down, all right? And where did this so-called Esau, so-called white man, red man come from? Go to Job 30. Go to Job 30. On Q1, walk up. Hey, was it fair that that the Caucasians came over here and took Native American land? Was that fair?
I'm about Jesus. Whatever he says, that's what I want.
Okay, what's his real name? What's his Hebrew name? No, wait a minute, you said?
Yeah, of course. Esau.
And what's the red line right there? Well, the red line right here. Where you mean you gotta go catch the red line? It's right here. You lying bastard. Now you did see that? You just said you gotta catch the red line. The red line is right here. Where are you going?
He's the liar and the father of it.
You know what I'm saying? And he don't want to come contend. He was about to cut his ass.
Red dog on the red line.
The red-blooded man on the red line.
Okay, he just said that Esau is the end of the world, but Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So this world we're in now is the one that was sown in evil.
That's right.
And the Jacob, Yahushua kingdom, is all righteous.
That's right.
So it says in 2nd Esdras 4 and 28, it says, but as concerning the things whereof thou askest me, I will tell thee. For the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come.
That's right. It ain't came yet. So right now, matter of fact, somebody give me numbers when it says judgment isn't executed speedily. Go ahead. We'll pull that up. Keep reading, brother.
Verse 29. If therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, and if the place where the evil is sown pass not away, then cannot it come that is sown which, Salakia, then cannot it come that is sown with good. So the thing is, it's going to be sown with good, the kingdom. But it say it cannot come. It can't come until this which is sown with evil be destroyed, be turned upside down. So, man, that's what we waiting for. At one point, you know, how I talk, you know, around my family, my mom at one point when I first got in this truth thought I wanted to kill myself. But I was letting her know I would never, Yahweh willing, you know what I'm saying, kill myself. But I want this to be over with. I want this to be done with, which is sown in evil. I want everything to be, which is sown with good, wherein is all righteousness. That's what we waiting on.
That's right.
That's why we trying to hasten the day.